We do have a special guest joining us on the Daily Faceoff Live Trade Deadline Edition show. 37 minutes until the deadline, and it's been quiet today because a lot of big moves have already happened. The 8, 9, 10 days leading up to the deadline were very busy, and one of those big moves came from the Nashville Predators and the Edmonton Oilers. Mattias Ekholm comes to Edmonton. Tyson Barrie, a part of the package, going back to the Nashville Predators, and he joins us now on the show. Tyson, you got your chance to debut with the Nashville Predators yesterday. What was it like, game one and sort of day one in the Predators organization?
It's been great. Start to, from the time I got traded till, getting out there and getting in a game with the guys yesterday was a good experience. Obviously a bit of a whirlwind and a lot of moving pieces there, but glad I was able to kind of just, fly out the next day and jump into the action with the guys and, kind of makes it easier to move on.
Tyson, you mentioned the whirlwind that happens with a trade like this. As everyone's gearing up for the deadline, your team in Edmonton was obviously on a path to the playoffs. How much did this catch you by surprise? And, I guess obviously you're with Nashville now, but has the shock worn off yet?
Yeah, it's worn off. I think I was obviously a bit surprised. Yeah, for sure. I didn't. Like I said on a show just not too long ago, I think, there was some traction with Erik Karlsson and San Jose, and I thought maybe, that would happen, and then that kind of cooled off. So maybe I thought I was safe, and then this kind of, got me by surprise a little bit. But, life goes on, you move on, and, I'm excited to be joining the Preds, and Nashville's a beautiful city, great fan base, and a great place to play. So looking forward to it.
So Tyson, take us behind the scenes quickly, when something like this happens and, you said you get on a plane the next day, family back in Edmonton. How does this work? Do they join you in Nashville? What's the plan?
Yeah, they'll be joining me in Nashville, but we're on a 2-week road trip right now. So they're back in Edmonton, packing everything up. And, I'm grateful to my fiance for, she'll be working hard with our son there and getting everything sorted out and organized to come meet down in Nashville.
You have some guys you've played with in the past in Nashville as well, Matt Duchene being one of them. Does that kind of make this a little bit easier when you can at least look to some familiar faces in the room you're heading to?
Yeah, absolutely. I know Dachi, Yos, I know a little bit, and Sissons I played with in Kelowna. So some familiar faces, and definitely makes the transition easier, and guys you have relationships with and you trust, so you can reach out and ask questions and just get some honest feedback, and it definitely helps make the transition a little smoother.
As you close sort of that one chapter of your career in Edmonton, you think back to when you joined the Oilers. It was that 1-year deal, and you came in, got another contract, were part of one of the best power plays, or the best power play in the NHL. Have you had a chance to maybe look back, and do you look back on that time in Edmonton fondly?
Yeah, I think I will for sure. It's only been 48 hours, so I'm not looking back yet. But I'm sure down the road when I look back on my career and everything, I'll be very grateful for the time I got to spend in Edmonton, and the city was great to me. The fans are great to me, and got to meet a lot of good friends there and play with a lot of great players. And obviously, they're like you mentioned, they're on a path for the playoffs and they're looking to do some damage. So I'm cheering for those guys. But now I'm here in Nashville, and we're in the hunt ourselves. So, just focusing on that now.
Some big hockey coming down the stretch for the Nashville Predators. Tyson, I know it's been a bit of a whirlwind couple of days for you, so appreciate you giving us a few minutes today. Thanks.
No worries. Thanks for having me, guys.
There you go. Newest defenseman on the Nashville Predators. That was Tyson Barrie.